Greetings, everyone. I'm Aaron with the City of Riverview, public access producer, and I'm with Joseph Bacall. He's the general manager at Bellaire Senior Living here in Riverview. Thank
Hello,
you.
everybody. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being with us
Sure.
and being part of the community as well.
Absolutely.
So, Joseph, I know your dad started this, but how about why did you get in the industry here?
Well, just to tell you a little bit about myself, I actually have a hospitality background in hotels. I used to work in hotels for the last 10 years before I arrived here in January. And I really just like hospitality. I like helping people. And whenever this opportunity came up to help the elderly, I was really excited about it. A little bit different than, dealing with 100 different guests every single day. I'd rather see the same people, and help the same people and, know their names. And that's exactly what it's been. It's been like a big family. So I really
Yeah,
enjoy
I
it.
imagine it does become like a family, especially with people living here every day.
Sure. Yep.
And do you have a specific thing you mentioned that you do like about this business? I mean, do you get to feed them and everything? And
Oh yeah, it's the best. You know what? We serve 3 meals a day, and I get to walk in there and just a lot of them give me feedback. A lot of it's good, and sometimes you have those ones that want to see a certain dish or want to see something else, and we're always very receptive to that. Which is nice. I mean, anytime like that, they say, "Oh, I really like to have spaghetti and meatballs one day." We don't have that on the menu. I'll let my cook know, and she'll put it on the menu. And it's everything's homemade, fresh vegetables, so they really like it.
about how many cooks do you have on staff?
We have 2 cooks, and we have 2 servers usually. And usually we'll have one cook, for each meal. We don't need 2, but we have 2 different cooks, so they can at least have some time off because serving 3 meals a day for 100 people can be kind of tough sometimes, and so we like to give them some time off. But yeah, we have 2 head cooks here, and they're very good. And one of them has been here for 37 years.
Wow.
And she still loves it, still full of energy, which is good. And the other one's been here for about 15 years.
So what year did your father start this business here?
My father started this business back in 1994. So yeah, he actually owned a hotel in Lansing, and he really liked the hospitality business as well. And he thought that this was a good opportunity in a different aspect of hospitality. So that's really what drove him to get into this business.
And do you know how many, I want to say, residential suites you have available here on site?
Yeah, well, right now, luckily, we are about 99%. So we don't have too many at this moment, but we do have, generally for as far as suites goes, or King Studios, what I like to call them, we have about 9 in the building. And most of them are located on the first floor. But there is always changes, so I mean, sometimes, people, will find a different place, and sometimes, unfortunately, they'll pass away. So the availability does come up from time to time, but we do run over 90% for the majority of the year.
I know your dad purchased this building and he thought it was a good opportunity, like you mentioned. Is he doing any other businesses around the area or anything?
Not currently. We are looking at expanding, this business, but nothing is imminent yet as far as the site goes. But we definitely want to expand. Definitely in Riverview too. Very good city in my opinion. They've been very helpful with anything that I've ever asked or needed. So it's been great working with you guys and great working with the city of Riverview. And I think that's why my dad is really looking at expanding here. It's so easy to work with, and we always know that there's a need for this kind of care for the elderly.
Just out of curiosity, do you think the average price is for your smaller studio?
Sure. For this, well, we do have shared apartments too.
Oh, okay.
Where you can actually have a shared unit with somebody else. That's for those who really are having a tough time affording this kind of care. That usually starts at $11.50 for a shared unit, and for a King Studio, it's I believe $17.50, and for the 1 bedroom, it's $18.75. So that's for the whole 1 bedroom private, just for your own.
And it includes all your meals and
Yep, that includes all meals.
Cable or everything.
Cable is actually not included, but we do have a special cable that is very affordable. It's $35. You get 40 channels, 20 of them are HD, and it's very all the main channels that you really need. And I have switched a few in the past because some residents have asked to change, or hey, I really like to watch tennis. Can we have the tennis channel? So what's cool is that you can change the channels around. So even after like 6 months, some of them will say, hey, we're kind of tired of this channel. Do you think we can change it? And kind of push out a survey and see if the residents want to, and I do that, and they do.
Oh, so,
we get
so
to
you
change
do
the
little
channels.
surveys in building too?
Yep.
Any other type of surveys you do? Like you mentioned food earlier.
Food, yeah. Well, food is the other one.
I'm sure that's your main one.
Yep. And
like,
sometimes
hey, we want some lasagna.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And sometimes I'll tell them, I'll go in the dining room and kind of, once in a while I'll make an announcement like, hey guys, any new ideas, anything you guys want to do, even as far as activities go, for games. They want to keep it fun for them. And we always tell them, guys, let us know. And we do have a suggestion box right outside the office. And we check that daily.
Do you have an outdoor game room or indoor game room? Or?
Yep, we have an indoor game room pretty much. We call it the activity room. We play all kinds of activities. They really love the Wii bowling. They play Uno. They play cards. All different kinds of stuff. Really, like them. The favorite one is bingo. Bingo is big here, and then also LCRs, left, center, right.
Okay.
Yep. And we do. Sometimes we'll have people come in and kind of do, activities as far as exercise goes. We have people that are called the masters. They come in and they play little fun games, with like the little swim noodles and the blow up balls, and they have to hit it. Kind of makes them move their arms, raise their arms above their heart, and I guess it's really good for them to keep.
It keeps the give them a little cardio. Yeah. I know you and your family worked hard to get it here and open your other businesses. You find any obstacles here along the way?
Here, not so much. There's always obstacles, of course. I would say just always being aware of the world changing today. Being aware of all the ADA compliant stuff that, whatever it is. And we've been here so long. Just a small example, we have an elevator that is pretty small, and it's kind of hard for everybody, for a good amount of people to get in there. And nowadays it wouldn't be ADA compliant, but it's grandfathered in. So, we knew we had to do something. So we added a brand new elevator on the other side of the building. And it's huge, and it's good for moving, and it's good for everybody to be able to get in, good amount of people and have the space, and especially for moving in, big equipment like hospital beds and Hoyer lifts and other stuff like that. So just staying compliant, really, that's the biggest obstacle. And every day things are changing, and you just got to stay compliant and everything, and that's really it. But other than that, everything's been pretty smooth, and everyone's been very helpful around the city, the community, and it's been good.
And what year did you say this actually opened?
We took over in 1994. The business before, I believe, it was still a senior living, and it had a restaurant as well, or a little restaurant, serves food just like us. It was called Island View, and they were here, I believe, before us. I would say about 18 years. So they've been here a little while. Then we took over and kind of added our own things. Before they used to really serve one meal, I believe, a day, and we added 2 more meals and just added a few more amenities to make it more desirable.
And I believe talk with your father, he actually renovated almost the whole building.
Yes, yeah, he did.
Currently,
he did. We did a lot of changes. Specifically, even in the activity room, the heritage room. The heritage room is like our library. They actually have a good time in there. They'll get together, watch the Tigers game. Has a nice big TV in there. And it's where they can really all kind of hang out together. But yeah, we changed all the cabinetry in there. We added a fireplace in the activity room. They love the fireplace. They always like fireplaces. And in a lot of the first floor, actually all of the first floor, we changed all the vanities, and put granite tabletops. And we're actually going to do the next second floor pretty soon here, and just taking it a floor at a time so we don't inconvenience the residents.
I know you have like a little patio community area outside. Did you guys add that as well?
Yes, the gazebo. We actually rebuilt it about 4 years ago. It was it was there. It was original. Obviously with some touch ups. But over the years, after 4 years ago, after about what was it? I think 18 years, we had to really kind of just tear it down and go from the ground up and build a brand new gazebo.
I know it's summertime currently. A lot of people like to have bonfires. Do you have a fire pit outside?
We don't have a fire pit, but whenever you walk outside, you'll see all the beautiful landscape, and we have a little area out back where people can watch and sit and watch the birds, and I have a little bird bath and bird feeder out there, and they really love that. I wish I did have a fire pit, but I don't have one of those. But there you go,
suggestion box.
Yeah, exactly.
I could add it to you.
Absolutely.
Let's see, if you had some other competitors, other senior living businesses come in the area, would you recommend them or?
Absolutely. You know what? I've had them come knock on our door, and I've had them, kind of ask if they can tour the building. And honestly, we welcome them with open arms, and come take a look. We're not really worried about them taking business away from us. We all think that there's enough to go around, of course, and we like to share ideas.
Obviously, you're 99% full.
Yeah, we like to share ideas is the main thing. Hey, what are you guys doing nowadays as far as helping the residents? What you guys have any good activities, that you guys have any new games that they really like, and I think that really helps. To, I think it's really key to be close with your competitors actually, and share ideas with them, and kind of just help each other out in a way.
I know some places, I don't know if we do it down here, downriver,
Sure.
but they offer senior trips.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, we're gonna go downtown and see the Tigers or
Sure.
the
Yeah.
casino. Do you do events like that?
Yeah, we do trips. We haven't taken anyone to the Tigers game. That's actually a good idea. That would actually, I think they would really like that if we offer that opportunity. But we do offer a bus. Every single week we have a bus trip that goes, whether it's to the dollar store or to Meyer, and wherever they really want to go. Like sometimes they want to go to the hardware store. It's like, guys, you don't need tools.
That's a hard
we have
one.
maintenance. I have a full-time maintenance guy, but.
I guess there's a few screws loose.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, and sometimes they like to have just a couple of handy tools. I just want a screwdriver, no problem. So we'll take them anywhere really within 5 miles, and we'll stretch it. If they really want to go somewhere specific, and we'll go. And usually that's once a week. But if they really want to go, if they're running out of groceries, we'll take them. So
I know you mentioned you're pretty full at the moment, but
Sure.
what do you think was the main reason that drew people in here?
Well, I know one thing for sure. Whenever I'm touring people myself, once I tell them that it is a family business and that we really do care about everybody here, and it's we're focused in, we're not a corporate company with certain standards or anything we got to follow. I mean, we truly care, and we can bend the rules a little bit. Whether it's changing a meal, we don't have to stick to the same schedule, or whatever the changes may be. Whether it's changing grooms or whether it's changing the activities. Any recommendations that they really have, if they want to be in a different area in the building, sometimes we'll move them and we'll do the move ourselves. There's no protocol or anything like that. So I think the fact that they know that it's a family business and that we're always here to help, and there's multiple people here, that they know I really do care about every resident. I think that really helps. So throughout the tour, and the reason I say that is because they always say, I really feel more comfortable that this is a family-owned business. I feel more comfortable putting my mom here or my father here, because I know I see the extra special care you guys give. So that makes me feel good too, But I think that really is the main key as far as separating us from the competitors. Besides, the building, everyone really likes the building, and especially the outdoors with all the landscape and the gazebo area.
Right. I feel that's the whole how we should treat everyone in the
Yeah.
world. It's hard to do though. But,
Yeah.
You got a website people can visit?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's
everyone wants?
www.thebellaire.com. And you can go on that webpage and you can see photos and you can check out our place. Yeah.
Would you recommend any other business come down here to Riverview?
Yeah, I would. I truly would, and I would say the main reason being is because you guys are very easy to work with, very hospitable, and you guys really help me out. Really, anything I need. I mean, I'll call the city, just ask general questions about what I can and cannot do, or ask about whether it's backflow testing and stuff, and everyone's very helpful. And not every city's like that, I gotta tell you. Some of them are kind of dry, and but you guys are very nice and very sweet, and very helpful. I think that's the main thing, and that's why whenever you have someone that that will help you and answer your questions and return your calls, that to me is important. And I think that's why a lot of people, besides the community and how great the community is, would be open to moving and opening a business over here.
And do you think there's anything that Riverview can do to help your business or change its policies?
Nothing really. That's a good thing, but nothing really. Nothing off the top of my head. Truthfully, anything that I ever have any question, I always call them. They take care of it, so that's good. Yeah.
Let's see. I know you said you're full pretty much 99%, but there's always a possibility somebody can get in here, or
Sure.
like you said, you might expand and open another
Yeah.
facility. What would be, I guess, the reason for people to come here? You mentioned you're
Sure.
family oriented, so
Sure.
that'd be my reason. But.
Yeah, no, I mean that's one of the main reasons. I think that's why people like coming here as well. It kind of separates us, but also one thing is that we can take care of whether it's your mom or your dad or a significant other or a loved one all the way till the end. So we do have hospice care in here, and we allow Hoyer lifts and do feeding tubes, and so I mean the fact that we're able to provide care all the way to the end. We have a whole unit on the 3rd floor and part of our 2nd floor that's for Alzheimer's and dementia care. So it's a secure unit, and I know that not too many places downriver have that. I believe there's only 1 or 2 other than us. So I think that's really key for a lot of people too. And they say, sometimes they have sundowners and they wander, and a lot of their loved ones get worried that that their mom or dad is gonna wander off and leave the building. So
Right.
the fact that we have the secured unit is really helpful.
Do you have on-site doctors, or do you have to call?
We do, yeah. We have on-site aides,
Okay.
not doctors. We do have a doctor that comes every Wednesday that checks on patients.
Okay.
Very nice guy and a very good doctor, But we do have always 24-hour care, and we have aides in the buildings at all times. So even for people that are on call that don't require service, they still have a number they can call for the aide that's here 24/7. Even if they don't are using the services, they can still call and
Are the
get
aides
those
technically a nurse, or?
They're not nurses,
Okay.
Yeah, just aides and helping, with clean up and just help getting them up and getting them ready to start their day, putting them to sleep, and escorting them to and from meals. And they do. I know they do have registered nurses, on the company that provides the care does. So if needed, they will call. But no one that really walks around that's a registered nurse, just aides and somebody that also hands out medications for medication reminders.
All right, sounds like you covered a lot here, and sounds like a great place. I'm not old enough to live here yet.
Whenever you are, let me know.
Yeah, soon I think. I'm getting there. I lost my hair already. Is there anything you'd like to add I didn't mention, talk about?
I would say that's pretty much it. I gotta say, I don't have any more grandparents. So, I really do treat these people and look at them like they're my grandparents, and it's, I really love having them, and I gotta tell you, after working in, the hotels like I was telling you earlier for 10 years, it's been a blessing. It's been great to kind of transition to this business, and it makes you really appreciate what you do, and makes you appreciate people, and, especially the elderly a lot more.
I agree. And, well, thank you again, Joseph.
Thank you.
And your father, Jacob, and Bellaire Senior Living.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.